Alright, so as you guys know, I'm out of a PS5 because I had to sell it due to, hard times right now. And I am going to be working to get that back along with the TV. But one of the things that I know I haven't done in a while, specifically on this channel, was Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And the last products that I bought, which was, I think, the mirror can. I didn't do a video on that one. I'm glad I didn't. To me, that was a very horrible product. And then I bought one of the new little packs they came out with. You get like 25 cards in, and that was like a waste of $13 because it's a lot of garbage, trash cards. And a lot of the products that came out after the Speed Duel products, to me, weren't good. And I'm going to get a little bit more into that after shortly. But I am going to unbox what did come in the mail. And these were some of the products that I specifically been wanting to get my hands on for a while. And I'm waiting on another product to come in for it. Which is the Legendary Duelist 2. I would like to get my hands on the Legendary Duelist 1 and the Legendary Collectors. Those are a bit expensive right now, but they look like really good products. And I think I showed, because I did, I don't think I showed, I might have, because I know I got a Dual Battle City Finals. Now, I don't know if I showed that or not, but that was a really awesome product. And I think I spent roughly around about $40 new at GameStop with that. And there are a few other older products I want to get my hands on that I've been looking at. It's going to take me a minute, though. I know the legendary Kaiba collection came out. To me, just on I know a lot of people are going to hate me, but I've seen videos of it. And to me, it doesn't look like it's worth the $30. I've seen better Kaiba stuff out there. And if you really wanted to do something cool for Kaiba, especially if you wanted to really celebrate the 25th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh, they could have re-released the 20th anniversary collection. They could have re-released the starter packs from 20 years ago with Yugi, Kaiba, and Joey and Pegasus. And to me, I think what should have been a Kaiba legendary deck or for Duelist, I think the two decks that don't get a lot of focus are the one from Duelist Kingdom and Dark Dimensions. They only seem to focus on that Battle City, And here's Speed Duel: The Streets of Battle City right there. For me, the boxes always look bigger, but maybe it's just me. I've been wanting to get my hands on this. And to me, the products that I named that I felt were the best, I feel like that's when Konami ended up really hitting their peak, unfortunately. Oh, man. So we got the promo cards here. Look at that. Oh, man. I'm glad I got a lot of covers and stuff, too. Or I got some protective stuff. But these are going to go into the box here. I'm going to open this up. I've been wanting to get my hands on this. I can't remember. Didn't they have a box product with Yugi versus Joey, I believe? I can't remember if they did. But we got this cool, awesome Dark Magician, right? We got Cypher the Sky Dragon, um, Wind Spear Ruin or something like that. Anti-magic arrows, really cool. Dark, that little coffin thing, dark something. We got not sure who this guy is. That's cool. We got Insect Queen, pretty cool, pretty cool. We got Goblin Attack Force. That's really cool. Really awesome right there. Really awesome. Go ahead and get into this. We got several packs here in a dual sheet. So I think this is Joey's, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's all supposed to. I'm not sure who's all supposed to. Yeah, we got secret rares of Cypher the Sky Dragon, Dark Magician. Okay, we got 6 selective rare upgrades. 20 skill cards. So we got 8 decks. Okay. Okay, so they're like a mixture then. Okay. Again, I've been out of the loop because I'm like now like 35, so but I feel like this is a still really awesome product, and if you are looking for in particular cards, and I hate, a lot of people don't like to say it, but one of the best way to get what you're looking for is go on eBay and buy singular cards and put them together. So we got the Red Eyes Black Dragon, always a classic. Not sure what this one is. There's that one. I wonder if this is Joey's, or is this not Joey's? I'm not sure. They just random though? I think so. That's still really cool. I don't. Okay. See, I don't recognize a lot of these ones. Still a cool product, I'm not gonna lie. Mystical of Faith, right there. So I recognize that one. That's always a classic right there. A Mask of Darkness, right there. Spear Karibo. Okay. We got some traps here. Some of these I know. This one I'm not familiar with. This one's cool. It looks cool. I don't know what it is. It looks cool. We got Twister, Night Beam. I think I recognize this one. Some trap cards here. This I'm not familiar with. This I recognize, but I think that used to be a monster card at one time. I think. Not familiar with this one. Or this one. Kind of familiar with that one. So there's that one. I'm not sure whose deck that was supposed to be. We got some other ones here, and I don't know whose this is supposed to be. Interesting. Okay, so I think this was supposed to be the guy that Yugi went up with, who had that red Dark Magician, I think. I could be wrong, but I think so. I think this might be his Speed Duels deck here, I think. I'm not 100% certain. It might be. It might be. Because we got the 2 red Dark Magicians. I call him Red Dark Magician because that's his color. Red. Still an awesome card. And we got these magic cards. Yeah, I think this is his. Yeah. So if you're familiar with it, then you know. So I'm not going to go into those. And I think this might be, what's his name? Merrick's. This looks like Merrick's right here. But There's no. Yeah, this is Merrick's cards right here. So I'm not gonna get too much into that, but yeah, that's parts of Merrick's. Interesting. So that's cool. That's cool. That's pretty cool. There. Let me see. Now we have this one right here. I would have probably packaged these a bit different though. But that's just me. I would have said, okay, like this is Yugi's, this is Kaiba's, this is Joey's, this is Merrick's. This is the guy with the red dark magician, you know, things like that. I would have packaged them differently. Now, unfortunately, Speed Duels died down. Like I know they got the one for a Yu-Gi-Oh GX, but I never got into GX, and I watched very little of it when it first came out at the time. So yeah. Okay, so I'm probably not going to go through all of these cards, right? So we got some of these upgrades. We got Ultimate Wizardry with, yeah, that's a cool picture. We got Iron Fist with Joey. You know, a lot of these characters from the early duels of Battle City. So a lot of these blue, I guess, upgrade cards or so. Yeah, I'm not gonna really get too much into that. We got a Summon Skull. That's a classic. That's a classic. Looks like he's part of like the, yeah, another weird cool magician. We got Goblin Attack Force, regular one. Pumpkin Ghost Princess, Red Eyes Baby Dragon. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's real cool right there. Okay, I don't know whose deck that was supposed to be. Some of these, we got Exchange, which is oh, that's a cool, awesome Exchange one. I like that art. That's really cool. I don't, the barrel behind the door. Not gonna lie, I like that gun though. I do. I like that. It's a cool, awesome firearm right there. I'm not sure whose this one's is, but it's like it wants to be. I doesn't know who it wants to be. It's still really cool though. It's like, but you know who you're supposed to be though. I don't know. You know, like who? You know, please elaborate. Grab another one here. Still really awesome product. Legendary Fisherman. I actually got all three Legendary Fishermen, and I got the Italian and I think one of the Spanish ones too, which is really dope. I think I remember sharing that. And that's one of the things. I think Merrick's and Skull, their decks should have been put together since there's not a lot of cards for them. The reason why I say that, I think that would have been like an awesome Konami Halloween themed deck they could have released during October month or Halloween month, and I think a lot of people would buy it, especially if you added like the cold box artwork. I think that would be dope. Because we just don't really get that, you know. They got Legendary Fisherman right there. It's cool. All right. Yeah, this is the what's his name's deck, the Fisher guy. We got Legendary Fisherman 2. Which it sucks that they didn't add 3. We got Whale Fortress Whale. Again, a huge missed opportunity. Weaver's deck, I think this one is with the Insect Queen. Okay, you know. I don't know, I just did not like him as a character. I cared less. And this is that psychic guys because it got all the Jinzos in this. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, I like that. I dig it. I dig it. I remember buying this. That was a cool card. Didn't get played a lot though. Didn't get played a lot in the show. Did not get played a lot. Maybe it's me, but I remember not. It just didn't get played a lot. Um, but that's cool. You know, it brings back that nostalgia for me. What else is in this box? A shitload of dual mats for no reason. Okay, I appreciate it. And we got the last one here. We got that classic Dark Magician right there. Right? We got that classic Dark Magician. Now we're getting into Yugi's Magician deck. Yeah, this is definitely his, which is so cool. And you could just put his together with other Magician cards. Dark Magician Girl, right? Awesome. Buster Blader in this. You got just so much going on and a little bit of monster cards there are. Dark Paladin one. Okay. I dig it. I dig it. I like that. I got that card actually put away. We got Joey's here, so we got Gearfree the Iron Knight. We got two of them. Time Wizard, Rocket Warrior. Okay, yeah, we got Joey's deck here. We got some fusions too. Okay, so you know that was that one. Again, I may not have recognized all of them. I do apologize for that, but you know, that's still like such an awesome product. And you could tell that's like in the earlier stages of Battle City. You could tell. But it's so cool though. It's like wow. And I think all foam formats like you can have like multiple players, I believe. You know, if you wanted to do that. Welcome Yugi to the streets of Battle City. It would have been great if we got another season that would have continued with Battle City. Season 2. To me, Battle City was the peak hype of the show. The other arcs that followed were still really good. But Battle City, I mean, come on. Name a better Yu-Gi-Oh arc than Battle City. And then not to get a season 2 for Battle City. Man, now we have the, you know, Speed Duel Battle City box, right? AK, I think the semifinals. 8 complete, ready to play decks. Man, that's such a cool awesome. I wish it would have came in a box. Wish it would have came in a box. Looks like it wants to fit in that, but luckily I got a box. God, that's so cool. Let's open it. Let's far open. Let's see at the back. Okay, we getting. We definitely. Man. I'm so happy. Like I said, I want to get that collector's one, the legendary collector's box though, and the legendary duelist one. I got legendary duelist 2 ordered, but I'm waiting for that to come in. Waiting for it to come in. Waiting for it. Like these, like I said, man. Like for me, the you know, Battle City Speed Duel boxes, the Legendary Duelist 1 and 2, the Legendary Collection. The 10s from 03 or 05. From some of the main ones that were out there, like the Dark Magician, Yugi, Red Eyes, Joey, Blue Eyes, Kaiba. The starter decks from back then were top peak, you know. Every product that came out after this, though, was not it. And I think a lot of people were really disappointed into it. Okay, so they gave me this small thing for like more mats, which don't fit. Like a lot of the Ghost box set that came out. I'm glad I didn't waste money on that and the other sets. I did love the retro ones. I wish I had money. I would actually go buy more of the retro 2 packs. But then that's about it. Like I said, for me, every other product after was straight trash. That Ghost one, trash. Because you're not getting what you want. And you could buy those now singular for like cheap off eBay. So this is my Upteenth God cards. These ones are a little bit kind of bent. I wonder why. I don't like that. I don't like that they're bent. I do know they had this as a 10 for Joey back in the day. It was a little bit more harder, and they had different 10s. Cosmic Circle, right there. Dark Magician. He's a little bit warped. I understand this might be an older box, but still new, sealed. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like it. Let's go ahead and start with our first one I can grab here. So I'm probably not going to be familiar with a lot of them, or whose decks they might be. I'm in the basement, so the whole basement's already dirty. It's my work area, my workshop. Okay, so let's see here. I'm not gonna go through all of them. So I'm not sure whose this is even supposed to be. I don't recognize it. Guardian Angel John. Or Joan of Arc, I should say. I love that card to death. Absolutely one of my favorites. You got, for those that watch my videos, you know I have a Guardian Angel deck. But I don't know whose deck this is supposed to be. I don't know. I do not know. So, we got Shinzo. I think this might be... I don't know whose this is supposed to be. I do not know. But it seems like we got some awesome equip cards. A little bit of a repeat, though, which, you know, that's going to be the thing, I think. You're going to get a lot of repeats, which is fine in some cases. In a lot of cases, you know, it's not. It's not. David? Who? You know, I don't know who that is. I would love to get all 500 and I think 30 of actual Yugi / a Tim deck. So I don't know who these are. Again, I'm not going to go through all of them. Might be Joey's because we got this Red Eyes Black Dragon card. Yikes. I think these might just be a... Yeah, this is Joey / mixture of... a lot of people's, actually. Okay. Okay, let me see here. We got Rocket Warrior, Cyber Heartbeats Lady. Okay. Okay, we got some cool ones here. Some OG ones, like I recognize this one. Beer Wall. Some of these equip cards. Cool. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. I'm not mad at it. I like it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's open up another one here. Again, if you guys haven't got your hands on these yet, I recommend it. Okay. So these are just a mixture of randoms, but I recognize them, like this one. X head dragon cannon, all the XYZ cannons. And this looks like Kaiba's, which I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's Kaiba's. Blue eyes. Yeah, so we got more Kaiba stuff here. Okay, this might be more Kaiba focused, I think. Yeah, it is. It is. Still awesome. Yeah, still really, really awesome, though. Still awesome to get that. I think this one might be more Yugi focused, which is great. Okay. Gonna be riding Yugi's meat hard, no pause. Hey, somebody gotta say it, right? Somebody gotta say it. Dark Magician, Buster Blader, Swift Gear Free the Fierce Knight. Okay. Okay, so we got some good ones here. So I think there might be definitely a heavy focus of both Yugis and Tims, which is great. Awesome. Yo, a lot of these good cards. Okay, I can't get mad. You got a Valkyrie, the Magnet Warriors in here, and a lot of the Beast ones. Can't hate on it. Yeah, so that's definitely a good mixture of a Tims and Yugis in there. Definitely. Definitely. So I like that. That is really cool. Really, really awesome. So if you guys, like I said, if you haven't, I recommend picking this up. It's a bit pricey. They are a bit pricey, but in the end, it's really worth it. To me, it's worth it. And I will be unboxing the Legendary Duelist 2 when it comes in.